Every toolbox has this argument buried inside it. Phillips or Flathead? Which one is actually better? Today, we're settling it for good. Both screwdrivers do basically the same job, but they were invented centuries apart for completely different reasons. Once you understand why each one was created, the debate practically answers itself. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which one to reach for and why. Before we dive in, if you enjoy this kind of practical tool knowledge, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. It really helps this channel keep going. Let's start with the Flathead, because it's by far the older of the two. The earliest evidence of a slotted screw goes all the way back to the late 1400s, found in illustrations of armor and manacles from that period. Historians have also found written references to slotted screws in a 1556 metallurgy book and a 1588 technical treatise. The tool used to turn them, what we now call the flathead screwdriver, shows up in a book known as the Medieval House Book of Wolfegg Castle, dated somewhere between 1475 and 1490. Back then, it wasn't even called a screwdriver, it was known as a turn screw, or in German, a Schraubendreher. For roughly the next 300 years, that simple flat blade design was the only screwdriver most craftsmen ever used. It worked because it was cheap, easy to forge, and easy to match up with the equally simple slotted screw. Now, let's fast forward to the 20th century, and a completely different problem. In the early 1930s, an inventor named John Thompson patented a screw with a cross-shaped slot instead of a single line. In 1933, businessman Henry Phillips bought the rights and refined the design, founding the Phillips Screw Company. The goal wasn't really about the home toolbox at all, it was about factory assembly lines. Flathead screws kept slipping out from under powered screwdrivers, damaging parts and slowing down production. The Phillips design centered itself automatically, which was a massive advantage on a fast-moving assembly line. General Motors tested it on their 1936 Cadillac, and it worked so well that within a few years, most American screw makers had licensed the design. So here's the real difference behind the debate, and it comes down to why each one was invented. The Flathead was built in an age of hand tools, when simplicity and versatility mattered most. The Phillips was built in an age of machines, when speed and self-centering mattered most. That single difference in purpose explains almost every strength and weakness each one has today. Let's start with where the Flathead actually wins. Because its blade is a simple flat wedge, it's incredibly versatile outside of just turning screws. It can pry open a stuck lid, scrape off old paint, or act as a small chisel in a pinch. A flathead is also easier to manufacture and repair by hand, since it doesn't rely on a precise molded shape. On the other hand, a flathead has to be held perfectly straight, or it slips right out of the slot. That's exactly where the Phillips head takes over. Its cross-shaped design naturally centers the tip, making it far easier to keep it seated while turning. That self-centering design is a big reason Phillips screws became the standard for power drills and automated assembly. But remember that intentional slip we mentioned earlier, called cam-out. Phillips screws were actually engineered to let the screwdriver pop out once a certain torque was reached, protecting the tool and the workpiece on an assembly line. In a factory, that was a safety feature. In your garage, using a hand drill with too much torque, that same feature is exactly why Phillips screws strip out so easily. So which one is actually better? Here's the honest answer. Neither one wins outright, because they were never solving the same problem. For manual work, especially anything old, rustic, or requiring some prying and versatility, the Flathead is still hard to beat. For fast assembly, automotive work, or anything driven by a power tool, the Phillips design is the clear winner. Most professional toolboxes carry both for exactly that reason. They're not competitors, they're specialists. If you had to pick just one for general home use, most experts still lean toward Phillips, simply because more modern hardware uses that head style. But don't throw out your Flathead. You'll need it the moment you're dealing with an old fixture, a stuck lid, or a screw made before the 1930s. So the debate isn't really Phillips versus Flathead. It's about knowing which job you're actually doing. Speaking of having the right tool for the right job, if you enjoy building things around the house, I want to mention something that pairs really well with videos like this one. Ted's Woodworking is a massive library of woodworking plans, thousands of step-by-step projects with the cut lists and materials lists already worked out for you. It's a one-time payment, no subscription, and it comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee, so there's basically no risk in checking it out. I've linked it in the description below, and quick disclosure, that's an affiliate link, so I may earn a small commission if you decide to grab it, at no extra cost to you. So next time someone brings up this old debate, you'll know the real answer. It was never about which one is better. It's about picking the right screwdriver for the century your project actually came from. If this finally settled the debate for you, let us know in the comments which one lives in your back pocket, and subscribe for more simple, practical tool tips like this one.